Did you know that mental health affects 1 in 4 or 60,000 Americans every year? And 7.1 million people are addicted to illicit drugs. Since 1969, LifeStream Behavioral Services has been providing support for the treatment of mental illness and substance abuse for people of all ages in our community. Their goal? To bring hope to life.
LifeStream is a behavioral health care organization. We provide mental health and substance abuse services to all of the individuals in Lake and Sumter County who need those services. LifeStream is a comprehensive behavioral health provider. We have approximately 40 different service programs in 21 locations in Lake and Sumter counties. We provide prevention services, outpatient services, day treatment services, residential services, and for those most in need, we have our psychiatric hospital and crisis stabilization unit, which are inpatient services.
Most people don't understand what a community mental health center is or who receives services, but we treat approximately 20 to 30,000 individuals and their families in any given year. And we treat anyone who comes to us. We are a nonprofit organization. We don't turn anyone away. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
The profile of the folks that we serve do run the gamut of services needed, and rich, poor, male, female, black, white, it doesn't matter. Mental illness affects everyone, or can affect everyone. And in fact, the need, depending upon the individual, can be anywhere from outpatient services once a week for 6 weeks to an inpatient stay of several days.
Some of the more common conditions that we treat at LifeStream include mood disorders such as depression and bipolar disorder, anxiety disorders, things like post-traumatic stress disorder, panic, OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, and then the most severe cases, things like schizophrenia. Substance abuse is kind of a chicken and egg argument. We know that people who have mental illness are much more likely to abuse substances, and people who abuse substances are much more likely to go on and have major mental health syndromes, depression and anxiety. For many of our patients, it's co-occurring, it's both, and we treat simultaneously.
Stigma is an ever-present problem for the mentally ill. It is better today than it was 10 years ago, as it was better 10 years ago than 10 years before that. So we are making progress, but it is very difficult for individuals, number one, to admit that they have a mental illness. They know something is not quite right, but the term mental illness still carries a stigma.
It starts by helping one individual. That individual has a family, lives in a neighborhood. It makes our streets safer. It increases productivity. If you take away someone's pain and suffering, they do better, they perform better, not just for themselves, but for the world around them.
Where hope comes to life is the expression that we use to describe what LifeStream does. From an individual that comes to us whose life is in shatters, we work with them, we help them to understand the disease that they have, what they need to do to be able to be the best citizen that they can, how to deal with the disease, and most importantly, we help them to understand that there is hope and that LifeStream is a place where hope comes to life.
In January 2014, LifeStream will merge with the Centers and Meridian Behavioral Health Care, making them the largest agency in Florida serving 14 counties.